Welcome to Voices and Nursing with Dr. Nozell. Today we are at the Atlanta Black Nurses Association's Breakfast Scholarship Award. We celebrate nursing scholarship, mentorship, and service. It is my privilege to hear our keynote speaker, Dr. Michelle Nelson, a tireless advocate for equity, education, and opportunity for our professions. Her work has inspired countless nurses and transforms many communities. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Michelle Nelson as she shares a message with us today at the Atlanta Black Nurses Association.
Dr. Nelson promotes professional role identification of advanced practice registered nurses of Georgia by focusing organizational efforts on encouraging advanced education and certification, increasing organizational membership, growth, and leading the unification of advanced practice RN organizations in Georgia. She serves on multiple state-level committees for Georgia Nurses Association, Georgia Nursing Leadership Coalition, Criminal Justice Coordinating Council, Georgia Statewide Human Trafficking Task Force, and national-level committees for the National Practitioners. Dr. Nelson was named as the prestigious recipient of the 2019 Georgia State Award for Nurse Practitioner Advocacy of Excellence. She was appointed to the Georgia Commission on Women by the Honorable David Ralston, the late Speaker of the Georgia House of Representatives. She serves as the Secretary on the Executive Board. Additionally, she has been selected as a 2020 Fellow of American Association of Nurse Practitioners and was one of the nursing leaders to be awarded the March of Dimes Distinguished Nurse of the Year. In September 2021, Dr. Nelson was inducted as a fellow into the American Academy of Nursing. In 2023, she was also inducted as a Distinguished Fellow in the National Academies of Practice, as well as the National Black Nurses Association, and won the 2024 Nursing Achievements Award from the Chi Eta Phi Sorority Incorporated, the Gamma Chi chapter. She has been recently honored with the prestigious 2024 Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award, as well as the 2026 Nurses Week ATL Architect of National Nursing Leadership and Excellence in Policy and Advocacy Award. Dr. Nelson was inducted in the 2026 Georgia Nurses Association Hall of Fame. Dr. Nelson received her doctorate from Emory University in 2009 and continues to be involved in many research activities. She has also received her certificate from Women's Studies program in the Emory University Department of Women's Studies. Dr. Nelson earned her Master of Science degree from Wagner College in Staten University, New York, and Masters of Business Administration from Clayton State University. Dr. Nelson has co-authored various publications focusing on perceived stress, coping, social support, and overweight in African American women, as well as health policy and nursing advocacy. Dr. Nelson credits her success to her West Indian parents, who stress the value of quality, advanced education, as well as hard work. Her husband is her biggest cheerleader, who has been instrumental in helping them both to actualize the American dream. Dr. Nelson is an accomplished classical pianist who enjoys Epicurean experiences, extensive world travel, and reading. She has served as an international consultant for the Carter Center in Ethiopia and throughout the Caribbean. As an educator, she is skilled in educating individuals regarding vaccination administration, side effects, and symptomatology. Dr. Nelson connections, she enjoys connections with key leaders, organizations, and clinical agencies in the state of Georgia, along with universities inclusive of Georgia State University and Emory University Schools of Public Health. Access to key contacts with the ability to provide skills, training, and effective dissemination of health information as some of her greatest strengths. Please introduce, or help me to introduce, and welcome Dr. Michelle Nelson. Yeah. Y'all know this is incredible. The way you put on work and you handle it, incredible. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, that's too weak for me. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Whoever's bio that is, I want to meet that chick. That sounds amazing. So I want to say good morning to the Atlanta Black Nurses Association family. All right. And beyond, to the distinguished leaders of the Atlanta Black Nurses Association, scholarship recipients, honored guests, community partners, nursing students, fellow healthcare professionals, and all those gathered here today, it is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you and address you. I want to thank you for inviting me to share this special moment as we celebrate excellence, service, scholarship, leadership, and the extraordinary impact of Black nurses. Now, if I do my job correctly, you will leave here today reinvigorated, inspired, refreshed, and renewed to go ahead, do your best, walk forward, and to not be inaction, not dealing with inaction, but going forward in action. Yeah. Today is more than a breakfast. It's a celebration, right, folks? We're here to celebrate. A celebration of those who came before us, a celebration of those who stand beside us, and a celebration of those who will come after us. Most importantly, today is a celebration of what is possible. As I reflect on what I wanted to share with you this morning, my thoughts kept returning to one of the most powerful forces in existence: water. Today we will be talking about water. Simple, essential, life-giving, powerful. Water sustains every living thing on earth. Without water, there is no growth. Without water, there is no healing. Without water, there is no life. And the more I thought about water, the more I realized that nurses, especially Black nurses, have much in common with this extraordinary force of nature. Water adapts, water preserves, water transforms, and so do we. Am I right? Yes. Throughout history, nurses have demonstrated an unparalleled ability to meet the needs of the moment. Like water, we have learned how to adapt to changing environments without losing our essential nature. We have cared for patients through wars and pandemics. We have comforted families through grief and uncertainty. We have advocated when others remained silent. We have innovated when systems failed. We have led when leadership was needed or absent. And we have continued to serve despite obstacles that would have caused many to retreat. This is why nursing remains the most trusted profession year after year after year. Not because we possess all the answers, but because we consistently show up.
Oh, yes.
We show up with competence. We show up with courage. We show up with compassion. We show up with confidence. And we show up with caring hearts. Like water, nurses flow wherever healing is needed. But today, I want to challenge us to think even deeper about water. Water exists in three primary forms: liquid, solid, and vapor. Each form serves a different purpose. Each form responds to different conditions. Each form demonstrates a different kind of strength. And each form reflects a different aspect of who we are as nurses. Let's begin with water as a liquid. It moves around obstacles, it nourishes, it refreshes, it restores. It finds pathways where none seem to exist. As nurses, we know what it means to flow, don't we?
Yes.
We flow from room to room, patient to patient, family to family, crisis to crisis, need to need. We adjust constantly. We improve. We solve problems. We bridge gaps. We navigate complexity. We make impossible situations possible. And much like a river, we keep moving forward. Forward ever, backward never, right? Come on, y'all, forward ever, backward never.
Backward never.
Sometimes our path is smooth. Sometimes it is turbulent. Sometimes we encounter rocks, barriers, and resistance. But rivers do not stop because obstacles appear. They continue flowing. They continue shaping the landscape. They continue creating pathways. And eventually, they transform everything they touch. And Black nurses have been doing exactly that for generations, haven't we?
Yes.
Yes.
Despite exclusion, despite discrimination, despite barriers, despite underrepresentation, despite inequities, Black nurses have continued flowing forward, creating opportunities, opening doors, building institutions, changing policy, advancing science, mentoring students, serving communities, transforming healthcare, not because the path was easy, but because the mission was greater than the obstacles. Let me say that again. Because the mission was greater than the obstacles. You are the river. You are the current. You are the movement. Now let's consider water in its solid form, ice. At first glance, ice appears still, unmoving, quiet, but do not mistake stillness for weakness. A glacier can reshape mountains. Ice can carve valleys. Frozen water possesses extraordinary strength. As nurses, there are seasons when we too must stand firm and steadfast. There are moments when flexibility is not enough. Moments when we must become unwavering advocates. Moments when we must say, no. No is a full sentence, and it's all that needs to be said. And sometimes, this patient deserves better. This community deserves better. This profession deserves better. There are times when we must stand firmly in our expertise, firmly in our ethics, firmly in our values, firmly in our purpose. Black nurses have long embodied this strength. This strength to persist when opportunities were limited. The strength to excel when expectations were low. Despite that bio that was read to you. Do you know how many times I have heard, you're too much, you're not enough, too big, not big enough.
Pretty, but not pretty enough. Too this, not enough of that. But you know what? People never understood about me. That's feeding me. It fuels me. That's the energy to go bigger, to go harder, to go stronger, to go further, and to go faster. The strength to excel when expectations were low. The strength to lead when leadership was not readily offered or available. The strength to remain excellent despite extraordinary pressures. This is glacier level strength that we possess. This is mountain moving strength that you possess. This is nursing strength. And then there is water as vapor, invisible, elevated, transcendent. Vapor rises, it ascends, it expands, it becomes part of something larger than itself. This, my friends, is where transcendence lives. Transcendence is not merely success. It is not simply achievement. It is not just reaching another title, another credential, another accomplishment. Transcendence is becoming the fullest expression of who you were purposed and created to be. It is evolving beyond limitations. It is expanding beyond expectations. It is growing beyond fear. Fear, which grips so many of us and holds us stuck in place. We need to remove those shackles off of ourselves. It is recognizing that your impact extends far beyond what you currently see. Many of you sitting here today have already transcended. You have broken barriers, you have shattered ceilings, you have changed lives, you have created opportunities for people whom you may never meet, and have become living examples of possibility. And yet, I believe there's even more ahead. Because transcendence is not a destination. It is not the destination. It is a continual process of becoming, a continual process of evolving, a continual process of expanding, a continual process of rising. Just as water continuously cycles between forms, we too are constantly evolving. There are seasons when we flow. There are seasons when we stand firm. There are seasons when we rise. The wisdom is knowing which form is needed in each moment. The brilliance of nursing is our ability to embody all three. Flowing when adaptation is needed. Standing firm when advocacy is required. Rising when leadership is called for. And no group understands this better than Black nurses. Our story is a story of excellence. Our story is a story of grit, a story of brilliance, a story of perseverance, a story of faith, a story of purpose. Our story is a story of service, and our story continues to unfold. Today, as we celebrate scholarship recipients, I want to speak directly to the future nurses in this room. You may not realize it yet, but you are powerful in your form today, not because of a degree, not because of a title, not because of a position. You are powerful because of your potential. Within you exists the ability to heal, to advocate, to innovate, to lead, to inspire, to transform communities, to transform healthcare, and perhaps even to transform the world. Never underestimate the ripple effect of your work. A single act of kindness can change a life. A single word of encouragement can alter a trajectory. A single nurse can impact thousands of people over the course of a career. You may never fully know the extent of your influence, but trust that it matters. Every patient, every family, every student, every colleague, every community, every moment matters. And so, as we move forward together, I invite each of us to consider a simple question. What form of water am I being called to embody in this season? Am I being called to flow, to adapt, to create pathways where none exist? Am I being called to stand firm, to advocate, to protect, to lead with courage? Or am I being called to rise, to transcend, to elevate my wisdom, to embrace a larger purpose? Whatever that answer may be, trust it, honor it, walk boldly in it, because the world needs what only you can bring. Atlanta needs what only you can bring. Healthcare needs what only you can bring. And the next generation is watching. As I prepare to close, I want us to remember one final truth. Water never loses its essence. If you think about it, since the beginning of time, all the water that exists on this planet has already been here, will always been here. It's not going out into the galaxy or the universe. It is already here in its various forms and will always be here. Water, whether it is a liquid, whether it is a solid, whether it is vapor, it remains water. Likewise, regardless of the roles we hold, regardless of the titles we earn, regardless of the challenges we face, regardless of the heights we reach, we remain who we are: healers, leaders, advocates, change makers, decision makers, nurses, and that identity carries extraordinary power. So today, let us celebrate, let us honor, let us uplift, let us inspire, and most importantly, let us rise. If you are able, and I know everybody's able, I invite you to stand with me. Let's declare together who we are. When I say like water, you respond, I rise. Like water,
I rise.
like water,
I rise.
like water.
I rise.
Now repeat after me. I am resilient.
I am resilient.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am brilliant.
I am brilliant.
I am courageous.
I am courageous.
I am compassionate.
I am compassionate.
I adapt when necessary.
I adapt when
I
necessary.
stand firm when called. I stand firm when called.
I stand firm when called.
I rise beyond anybody's limitations that they try to put on me.
I rise above anybody's
Say it with the voice of
limitations.
I rise beyond any of the limitations that they try to put on me.
I rise beyond any limitation they try to put on me.
I transcend expectations.
I transcend expectations.
I honor those who came before me.
I honor those who came before me.
I create opportunities for those who follow.
I create opportunities for those who follow.
This is an important one. I walk boldly in my purpose.
I walk boldly in my purpose.
I am a nurse.
I am a nurse.
I am a leader.
I am a leader.
I am the current.
I am the
I
current.
am the force.
I am the
Say it
force.
like you mean it. I am the force.
I am the force.
I am the future.
I am the future.
And together, all of us will say, we rise.
We rise.
Thank you, Atlanta Black Nurses Association. May you continue to flow, stand firm, and transcend.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson, for that inspiring and powerful message. We are grateful for your leadership and the example you set for nurses everywhere. Thank you, everyone, listening to Voices in Nursing at the Atlanta Black Nurses Association Scholarship Breakfast. If this episode moved you, please share it and support the Atlanta Black Nurses Association Scholarship Fund. Until next time, I am Dr. Nozil. Keep leading with compassion and purpose. Thank you.
That word that you Okay. Yeah, yeah. Y'all know this is incredible.